With another episode. It's the second stop of the Millennials versus the World podcast party tour. The only spot you get authenticity and entertainment at the same time. I got my bro Louis B, Princess, B. Dot, Asia, DJ J Dub, and Brittany. You know we are Last Name Loyalty and Monday Night Crew. I'm going to start this off with this. Why does everybody do that when I say I'm going to start it off with that? He took a deep breath. You took a deep breath, right? Don't do that, man.
Got through it.
Okay, so, all right, I got through it. That's cool. So I'm going to ask a serious question to start off before we go there. Do y'all feel like when you meet somebody that goals have to be aligned or they got to have characteristics that can, to match where you are? Do you have to align with characteristics, morals, and values, or do you all have to have the same goals when you meet? Lock them brains up, boy, off the rip.
No, man, I think that's a great question. I think the goals don't have to be similar, but I think they do have to have some sort of ambition, right? Because I think they have to understand the mentality that comes with someone that is ambitious, that has a goal that they want to reach, because it comes with compromise, it comes with sacrifice. And sometimes if they don't have anything going for them, they don't understand the sacrifices that you got to make in order to achieve your goal.
Who going after that? Okay.
I think characteristics and
Hey,
values
Matt, cut that mic.
are better. Keenan, you always screw me up, man. You know I can't think like that.
You think characteristics and values are better?
Uh-huh. Why? Because I feel like you have to be in line. If your values are aligned, they will ultimately set the goals, set the bar for the goals.
Okay.
So I feel like if you, I don't know, if somebody values family, but the other person values their job more, their career more, or whatever, like that unalignment will then hinder the goals in the long run. So I think one favors the other, and they both kind of connect, I guess, in the end.
Yes, you. Go ahead.
I agree with both.
Whoa.
I really
Different night tonight.
I really agree with you, Lewis. Like I feel like the characteristics and the morals have to align, but like if you don't have any goals, you're not working towards nothing, that's a turn off for me. Because I know how I get down, and if you don't have that same type level of ambition, or at least similar, you don't have to be at the same level, but it does have to be similar. Otherwise, I'm going to kind of be looking at you like, what are you doing?
So can I ask a question to that? What if the goals that they say to you are goals, but they may not be to the level in which your expectation is, but they do have goals for where they're at?
Give me an example.
So you come in, somebody may be, they just got a new job. Let's say that. And their goal is to get to the next, they just got in this one. Their goal is to get to the next level, but their next level may not be the end goal or match where you are, or if you met somebody new and their goal is to like pay off debt, so they just move back to their home. But they do have the goal of like paying stuff off, but their goal isn't where we're at. We millennials, we in our 30s, so it may not
Back to what home?
wherever their childhood home is, like wherever they lived at. But they have a goal why they did it. They're trying to pay off debt. They're trying to do this. They're trying to do that. But that may not be where you are. Is that acceptable? Because I got goals. It's just not what you think the goals should be. But I do have them, and I'm working towards them. I can show them X, Y, Z. Same thing. Damn.
It's no. The answer isn't no. But it does depend.
On what, dog?
It depends.
On what?
Like for instance, like you mentioned about going back to the home, right? So if somebody has to go back to the home, I completely understand that, right? I would rather you go back and live at like the family house if it's available to you, if you're saving up to buy a home. But like if you just going back to live because you can't afford to live on your own, then that's not the goal, and that's an issue for me. So I think that the goal has to be super, super clear as to why you are moving back home with your parents. And then also, what's the timeline on that as well?
I'm not going to start with you.
Because if it's a 5-year, 10-year,
What?
and we 30 plus,
So do y'all? I don't
Oh,
mean
no, I agree with that, because
I'm
sometimes
sorry.
you do
Which
gotta
part,
take.
Louis? Which part, though?
I agree with it. It depends on the timeline, because sometimes you do have to take a step back to go further, right? Like a slingshot. People use that analogy all the time. I think that's right. Yeah. Right. So, but I think as depends on where you are in life, and us in our 30s, you don't have the capacity. You don't have the time to wait. Right. You don't have the time, right? Because you want to be able to enjoy, the latter years of your life for a certain amount of time, And if you're 30, you shouldn't need 5 years to get out of a hole, typically, unless you made a bunch of bad choices leading up into that point. So you have a right to put that stipulation on someone. I agree with that.
So I didn't hear you three.
No, I was just gonna say, like, for me, it's not even about having goals that are aligned. I think character means more and values mean more, because you can have a goal but not be working toward it. Right? Like, you can have a goal to say, like, okay, I do want to buy a house, but you're not saving money, but you're still spending however much that you're spending. So for me, it's like, sure, we can have the same goals, but if our ambition is not the same, if our values are not the same, if your character is, well, I'm just going to be lazy because whatever, or I'm not going to be intentional about actually getting and reaching my goals, then what are we doing? It doesn't matter if our goals are
I
the
feel
same
like
or
we
not.
put too much pressure on that a little bit. Look, hear what I'm
Goals?
saying. On not goals, on like, it's a thing, man. See, I ain't trying to say nothing too ignorant in the first like 10 minutes.
You can't help it.
I know.
Go ahead.
I know. But this is my thing.
Be you, man. Be you.
Like somebody, he said, "Be you, be you." That's great. Hey, that's the first time I heard Jay voice. Did he give it? Okay, my fault. All right, so
Hey, let's give it up for
look-
Keenan, man.
And they in the back clapping is insane, dog. But no, serious question though, Asia. So hear me out. And I'm not saying this is specific, but I'm saying like, do you not feel like we put too much pressure on like, okay, what are your goals? I may just be getting out of something and I'm figuring that out, right? I may be ambitious, but like things can make ambition go like this. And I'm a good person. You catch me in between this moment and I can explain that to you. I feel like we judge that moment too hard. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to deal with what down look like, I'll get that. Say that. Like, oh, you down right now. I respect your goals and where you're trying to go, but like you down right now, I ain't in that same place. But like,
I have a comment on that. but
Yeah, me
Jay-
too.
Jay-
Yeah, I got
Jay-
a comment too.
okay,
To-
real talk. Go ahead.
To
Go ahead.
piggyback off what you were saying, it goes back. Well, no, to piggyback off what Lewis was saying, it's a time frame. Like, honestly, I get what you're saying, and yes, you're in that bad space in your life. But if you're 30 plus, that 5 years could look different, and that's a long time. And if you dug yourself in that hole that deep, and it's taking you 10 years to get out, man, I don't know if I'm gonna stick around for that. To be quite honest, man.
I just feel like people that be like, your stuff better be together if you requiring that. I feel like people be having that, but your stuff not together.
That's facts.
So
But
like that's what
also-
I don't like. Like, don't have me have goals and then in real life you fronting and your stuff ain't really the way it look like it's supposed to be.
If they 2 years away from their goal, I had to cut my mic back off. If they 2 years
Yeah.
away from their
Hey,
goal,
Mike. Hey, Matt,
and,
cut
you,
that.
and you 7 years away, like,
Bro,
I mean, come
Yeah.
on, that's a
I
big
mean-
gap, man.
out of 10 people that, I promise you, out of 10 people that have this conversation, 2 really are aligned like that. A lot of people that have that expectation aren't really moving the way they're projecting onto that person. That's what I don't agree with.
That's a strong assumption, brother.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, you talking about the 2 out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so take the 2 out of 10 away. Lewis, get me on percentages. Okay, take the 2 out of 10 away. There are many of cases where people project what they want, but they're not walking that same path. Because if you are, you would be able to look at somebody doing what they doing and identify, okay, I can help them there.
You know
or
the
not.
people who are that are the loudest ones.
What you mean?
The people that are the loudest about what they expect typically are the ones doing the least.
Oh, I
Correct.
get that.
Yeah.
I
That's true.
agree.
I do-
That's exactly
I
what I'm
do agree
saying,
with
though.
that. But I also feel like
Nerve over here.
no, I also feel like there comes a point where you have to be realistic. If you've dug yourself in such a hole that it's going to take you 10 years or whatever, I think you need to be realistic with yourself if you even need to be pursuing anyone. And I think that is not talked about enough. Everybody wants companionship so bad that they seek after love whenever really we talk about like what you bring to the table, right? Like you have to be mindful about one, who you're approaching, especially if you already know that this person is whatever, right? You're coming and you with this 10-year plan. Maybe if I'm still single in 10 years, you get what I'm saying? Like I'm not about to walk that out with you if you're that far behind. And I think realistically, people don't like to take a second and just be alone and sit in their shit.
Go ahead,
And
girl.
figure
Speak
it
that.
out
Go
as
ahead,
an
girl.
adult before you try to pursue anything. You need to get yourself together.
What if you just want to have sex, though?
Then say that.
Yeah.
That ain't
That's
gonna
it.
work,
Say
man. That
that.
ain't gonna work,
Didn't
bro.
say that.
No, that will. No,
That
that
is not-
will.
no, it's not.
That definitely
So
will
it
work.
doesn't.
That
It does
definitely
work.
works.
People just don't say it.
Nah, that
enough,
definitely
I'm
works.
saying.
If it doesn't
So
work,
you're-
you should try again.
Yeah, that definitely
So
works.
look,
Just be honest.
your drive can't spark a boost in them. Like maybe their plan is taking longer than yours, but you're further along, but being with you helps them be like, you know what? I could do this, or I need to do that more, or whatever.
But how long are we talking about? Because I'm not about to speak. I don't care if you see the drive in me. After a couple years or so, like at some point you have to be an adult. I think if we're 30 plus, you have a plan. You should have a plan already. It takes a lot of self-awareness to know that you're not in that spot. But a lot of people are afraid of that self-awareness, and they run away from that. And they're in this place of complacency, and they have somebody that's compatible with them and in their complacency too. And it's like, okay, well, if I can stick around, I can feed off of her ambition or his ambition. And they're not pushing themselves like further enough to do that. So I just feel like if you're not self-aware, I'm not about to sit and I'm not waiting.
And I think something with that too, Britt, is like to your question, it's like, yes, I do think that people around you should motivate you. Absolutely. Right? However, that's also not going to stunt my growth either though. Yeah. So I'm still going to be on my like trajectory to like, I'm still moving forward. So I hope at some point maybe you could catch up, or because it's still not going to be aligned, right?
If that person likes you, all that go out the window, Asia. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No.
Let me tell you something. It does to a point. Especially, and I can only speak as a woman, but especially if I'm the woman that I have a like my ambition and I'm doing the things that I need to do, and then you as a man, because to your point around like, or to your question with asking like, okay, well, what if that person, or we put too much pressure on X, Y, and Z? Yes and no, right? Because it's one of those things of like, you should still, whether you're in your down season or whatever, if you have ambition, you have ambition regardless. So I know that you're not going to stay there long. Even if you're down, if I see that you have ambition to get out of that, okay, cool. But there should be evidence that you are working to get out of that space. But if you're just like chilling, like, yeah, you know, I'm just kind of down right now. 6 months later, you know, it's just really hard out here.
But what if
10 months later, like that's wild.
See, this is what I'm saying though. I bet you she's still giving that thing up while she's saying you still down right now though. That's the problem right there.
You know what? I think there's always a transition period with any relationship, right? Unless somebody's already planned it, but typically before it doesn't just stop abruptly. I don't think it ever really stops abruptly. I think there's kind of like even if you kind of commit to not committing anymore, that part of it, because I feel like it's such a vulnerability attached to being intimate that people are apprehensive about going out and being with other people so quickly, so they stick to what's familiar.
Oh, okay. That was a real good. Okay, Lewis.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I don't think that, you know, like you say that. Yeah, that's probably the case, but it could be like I'm kind of weaning out. Pun intended. I'm kind of weaning off that process.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I got. Anybody else got anything on that? So I'm about to put. So B-Dot shared something earlier in the chat today. That somebody said. Oh, she said, "Don't do it."
Oh, look at me talking about the tail.
Wait. Yes, you are.
You said, "Oh, in the chat."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, share it.
There you go, Matt. Let's give it up for Keenan, man.
Hey, so transition to conversations. What's code for guys chats and girls chats? Does that ever get? Because Lewis took it there because he thought I was saying something.
I know what you was about to say.
They said in the chat.
So I got a question.
Lights was about to get turned off in here.
Hey, so is your partner privy to the girl chat, or is y'all's partner privy to the guys chat?
No fucking comment, nigga. Next question.
He said, "Hey, Lewis,
my wife is in here."
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to be privy to that.
Hold on. Talk about Lewis. So back to Lewis real quick. So Lewis, the question is for you now.
What's happening?
I'm not saying privy like saying what's in there, but have you like man, they sit under there. That's crazy. You might not say what it is.
Get ahead of something. Look at this bullshit. He said. You know I didn't send the shit.
Hey,
Lewis be like, look who named
this.
Don't send him nothing.
Look, they into this type of stuff.
They are, baby.
Hey, so ladies, is that a thing? Do y'all share what's in it? But like man, the chat was crazy today.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, it's not crazy. And I also think that like, it sounds cute on the internet, but you lying to say if you don't share nothing. Like, some stuff I feel like, okay, you're not going to spill, but I think everybody will be lying to say y'all don't say nothing that come through the chat.
But why do you feel like you got to share it is my question, though. I get what you're saying.
It's not that I feel like that I have to share it, but like, if that's my partner, that's my person, that's also one of my best friends. It's the same thing
Okay,
where
that
it's
was
kind
good.
of like, if you tell me something and I say I ain't gonna tell nobody, that don't mean that I might not tell my sister.
Whoa, what?
Wait a
Time
minute.
out.
I'm not
I
gonna
heard
tell
it.
Time
nobody.
out.
Princess, what?
I'm being
Whoa.
real. Y'all want to be cute, but like,
No, hold
in
on.
real life, if you have like a sibling, and it's like, oh, okay, somebody told me this or whatever. Like, some stuff is like, okay, I'm absolutely not.
Oh,
gonna
okay,
tell
you
anybody.
just- okay,
You know
okay,
what
we
I
good now,
mean?
we good now, we good
But
now.
like, there's
We
also
good now.
some things that it's like I can tell my sister, and like, it's not gonna go anywhere because that's my sister. It's the same thing with your partner, I feel like.
Okay, but you cleared it up when you said there has to be a 0 dark 30 level with your partner. Like, some things that don't make it out of us.
Oh yeah, for
But
sure.
but you didn't say that at first. You was like, oh, I'm gonna tell my. But there is
I
something.
just had to put it out there because I feel like on camera people want to be like, no, never, and it's like, yes, you do.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You pillow
Yeah.
talk. Everybody pillow talk.
But there's some
and if
things.
you don't really like your partner, for real.
Hey, further explain this philosophy, Princess. You're going off tonight, man.
If
Hey,
you don't
hey, Sean,
pillow talk with your partner, they're really not your friend like that. Like, you really don't like them like
Who you think pillow talk more, guys or girls?
that. Honestly, probably guys.
Hey, I'm gonna be real with you.
I'm tired of Princess telling us how men think. I'm
Yeah,
tired of
this
this
my
shit.
second
This
time,
is
dog.
the
This
second time
ain't
you
doing that.
shit,
Yeah,
man.
dog.
Hell no.
I'm gonna be real. I think what you saying got a lot of truth. I'm not going. Jay, your mic not on. Go ahead, bro.
I said, I ain't gonna lie. These dudes out here really do be.
I like the way you edited that version when the mic came
Yeah,
on.
I
I
did.
appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem,
Me
man.
too. Hey,
Not
real,
me
man.
though.
see, but
I ain't
I'm
no
gonna be
pillow
real
talking
with you
man.
though. I'm gonna be real with you. So pillow talking is a part of relationships. God, how do we get here? Pillow talking.
Say I agree with Princess.
I
Pillow
agree.
talking is a part of.
I agree with Princess, and pillow talking is a part of relationships. Matt, edit that out. All right, so, but no, it is a part. But I will say this, and I'm being real. Talk about being real. If that joint ever come up in a space it's not supposed to come up in, we're done.
Oh yeah, that's your ass.
But a lot of people, I think pillow talking looks different. There are some things that, God, boy, I shouldn't go here. There are some things that, like, when you talk to your bro, it's 0 dark 30, we're going to the grave with it. There are some things that you talk to your partner, 0 dark 30, we're going to the grave with it. However, when you have a partner, when you're pillow talking, you have to ensure that will never impact y'all. Because a lot of people say things and you ain't processed that all the way to be pillow talking about it because it may not go the way you just talked about it. So chill out with that. That's my problem with pillow talking. Pillow talk on day 6, not day 2, not day 1. Think about it for a week before you go and talk about it. I'm sorry. Am I lying?
Hell no.
Am I lying? Hey, wait, no, I'm serious though, because I'm gonna be real with you. What I've learned is when you pillow talk unprocessed stuff, you gonna put some things in the atmosphere that's gonna come back and bite you,
Oh
my
yeah,
boy.
great point. Yeah, because you gotta wait.
You got to, but you know where I'm like,
I don't know
man.
if I don't know if I agree with that wholeheartedly, and I say that because I'm hearing male perspectives, and that might be true, right? Like, he may do that, but for a female, like for me, I instantly, this may be bad, but I instantly tell my husband certain things. Only because I feel like, hey,
My boy.
Okay.
welcome to the
Okay.
They in the building.
Yeah, but finish what you're saying
Yeah, I instantly tell my partner, and it's because I don't have to thoroughly think about what I want to keep safe. It's about knowing your partner too, because I already know how he's gonna react to certain things.
I also
But I
feel
think-
like if I have to wait 6 days, then it's probably something I don't need to tell you anyway.
Exactly.
But go ahead, B-Dot. Sorry.
Nah, that's what I was about to say. Like, there's some things that you don't need to say to your partner because it's gonna skew their thoughts of whatever it is or whoever it is you're talking
though.
about.
All right, talk that. Bye.
That's true as well.
And if you really don't feel that way after you've calmed down, they ain't gonna change how they feel. And when that person come around,
it was that initial.
Shock
Exactly.
value, bro. Yeah, bro.
Exactly.
You can't.
And especially relationship wise, like when you talking about your partner to somebody else and they start viewing them like that, now that y'all are back on good terms, they still looking like, oh, this is the messed up person.
Does it matter if that person has had an experience with said individual or if they have not?
The
If
partner.
they had that experience, then that's different. If they haven't had that experience,
Just an experience with that person.
You talking about if it's your partner?
Your partner had an experience with the person
With
you're
the
talking
person
about.
Like, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Hey, dog, let me tell you, dog.
Because it can seal the deal. It
Man,
can put a
what-
bow on it.
Yeah.
Because you got to think about it. Your partner only like 3 of your friends anyway. Everybody ain't ranked in the top.
Louis.
that was good, Louis. Let's give it up for Keenan.
What? Nah. But see, y'all trying to be funny. See, for instance, we were talking about being real, and now y'all back to trolling. See, I turned one trolling tonight. But no, seriously though, when I say like 3, I think there are friends in your life. It may be more than 3. I'm not going to put it to a number that you can talk to your partner about, but they know like, man, go ahead. Like y'all getting through it, right? But there are friends that's on the fence that your partner, in my case, my wife is on the fence about. If they go do that, I'm not saying that because I'm not allowing space for you to ever come back on the good side of that fence. If I say that while you on the fence and she get out, she can be like, oh, nah, why are you back?
So okay, so you would not wait those 6 days then to tell your partner.
I might go 7.
But that you're still gonna tell her, or you're just not gonna tell her.
So let me explain my 6-day process. Day 1 through 4, I'm saying everything I'm thinking to one of my friends. Hey, man, you think that, da-da-da. Because let me tell you, when you got to say something that's going to drop a bombshell, it better be really, really intentional how you lay that joint out. Because I am not saying, let me tell you something, man. My wife knew what I did in 07 when I ain't know her. You know what I'm saying? She done connected the dots from when I was in, you know what I'm saying? I'm not giving her no information that,
Poor her.
like, I'm not giving her no information because this is the thing about women. I don't care. Y'all can get me tonight. They got that emotional memory, how you make them feel when you say stuff or what you say on that. They gonna stick with that and strike that nerve again when they thinking about it and you cook, my boy. So I am taking, because I'm gonna tell you the other side that a lot of dudes don't talk about. Some stuff might not be that deep and we was just tripping. So why I'm gonna say it on day 2 or 3 and it's like, nah, you know what? That ain't even, because I done talked to my homeboy now.
You know what, man? That is important. You gotta vet your feelings.
Yes, absolutely.
And sometimes, man, I'll be real. Like me and this brother, we go at it a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
But
For
I
sure.
think when you and I have a chance to come back and just talk, it's a totally different conversation about the same thing.
Agreed. Absolutely agree.
But if we present it to someone in that moment, it's gonna be like, man, that nigga tripping.
Yeah, for sure. 1,000%. No, it is.
And also,
It is.
I was just about to say, also to me, like the quality of friend that you're talking to matters. Because you could be sharing that information and they're giving you feedback and you go take that bad feedback to that relationship and it's like, wait a minute, this didn't go the way I planned it. So going to those people.
We too old for that, though.
No. I
don't talk to people if I
not.
don't value you, I'm not talking to you about nothing.
Elaborate on that, bro.
Like if you're having relationship issues, like you're married, right? To me, I'm not saying you can't go to a single person, a single friend and kind of talk about that. I would go to my married friend and say, hey, man, you know what? Like, this is what I'm going through. Have you experienced this before? If you haven't experienced that, like, what would you do in this moment? I think they will offer up better advice versus somebody looking from not saying they wouldn't, but a single mindset is going to think like, man, shit, you ain't got to worry about that, man. Just go out tonight. You'll be all right. And now you're going back in there with that bad mentality, and now your relationships get messed up worse. So
I'm going to be real with you, bro. I feel like that's a weak-minded guy, bro. If a friend can make me do that, like, nah, man,
you don't think you could be influenced by your circles?
Hold on, Tom. I'm not saying you can't be influenced.
Weak-minded, but you said you have a 7-day process, right? You talk for somebody for 7 days and see how they gonna persuade you in some way without you even knowing.
Yeah, I'm not talking to nobody that ain't got the same things I got to lose. That's just not gonna happen.
So that's exactly what I just said.
But what I'm saying is, you said single. When you put it on a single person saying like, hey, go do this, that, and the third, right? I got single people in my crew, but like they have things to lose that may not look like what my life look like, but you got stuff to lose though. So Jay, them people like that know I've been married for 15 years now, and you open up your lips and say, yeah, no, you know what, bro? Yeah, we just not became friends. Because you don't know me for real. You don't know me for real.
Everybody don't think like that though.
Everybody I talk to do.
everybody you talk to.
So that's all I'm
But
speaking for.
that all right, cool.
Yeah.
Stand on that. Stand on that.
No, I'm not.
Nah, cause I mean,
Everybody don't think like what.
me and you friends, we cool, we go out, we hang out, all of that stuff, but that don't mean you gonna get the best advice. But because you my friend, I'm gonna come and talk to you. And because I'm talking to you and what you telling me, and because I'm your friend, I'm gonna listen.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna talk.
You gonna listen, but you ain't gonna act on what he's.
Me personally, no, but everybody ain't got that same mental.
Am
you
I
know,
wrong if I'm that friend and be like, I ain't listening to your ass? Look at
No,
this. Look at that right there.
I see,
No, look at that shit you doing.
You just gotta have a good judgment on who to bring what to.
exactly.
I agree.
Exactly.
You have to have a better judgment.
Into the mic,
on
into the
who
mic,
to
into the mic.
bring what to. And I've said that before
have.
on a prior episode. I know who to talk to about what, and that comes with maturity, whether it's a single friend or not. Because I don't like the blanket statement of like, if you're in a relationship, don't talk to your single friends. Because when I was single, my single friends could talk to me, and I would give them advice. I've been in relationships before. I can give you advice. I've never been married, but I can still give advice on relationships. But I feel like they knew me well enough to know that I respect their relationship enough that I'm just not about to say some BS because I'm single and I want you to be outside with me.
Did you have a boundary on the advice you would give from a single friend? If your friend came with you pouring into you asking questions, did you have things you wouldn't speak on?
No, because you shouldn't ask me. What I
Okay.
can give is the disclaimer that like I'm not married, but
Okay, that's fair.
or
That's fair.
you know I'm not in a relationship right now, but. But outside of that, it's free game because you shouldn't have asked. So now you about to get what you.
Yeah.
what
Okay.
you
No, I
asked
respect
for.
that.
Because I'm gonna even say something too, because I think sometimes talking to as a single person, talking to your
Get a
married
major.
friends,
Get a major.
sometimes your married friends will be like, go ahead, do what you need to do, all that kind of stuff, because for them it's like, because once you get married,
Vicarious. What is it? What is the word?
yeah,
Yeah,
vicarious,
whoa, whoa.
no, but like,
Yeah.
for, like
Yeah.
for real, for real.
He
So
checked that 3
sometimes
times.
even going like vice versa. Sometimes married people, sometimes married people are wild, and it's because they're already locked in. So they will give their
I have
their
given-
single friend like, go
Hey,
ahead
you better
on,
go
like
get
do what
all
you gotta
you
do,
can,
have
boy.
fun, exactly, like for
Get
real.
all of it.
Yeah.
Don't turn nothing down.
No, seriously.
I've been told don't turn nothing down but your collar by married. But married men have given me the worst advice.
That
when
I'm
I was
not.
single,
I'm
you're
not
right.
being funny. Like
they was
sometimes,
older.
and and
When I was single,
it
I had
can even
my
be-
girlfriends. They had their girlfriends.
Wait, what?
Go ahead.
What would you say?
Huh?
Your girlfriends
I
had
don't know.
girlfriends?
I don't know
Okay.
what happened.
Hey, man,
I said when I was single.
Buttons out on the back of that snapback.
Look.
Hat too tight.
Damn, Louis.
No, but for
Hey,
real,
your mic work
sometimes
now?
Married friends are
Oh.
wild.
You said what?
I'm saying like sometimes married friends they know what it's like to be single, and they also know what it's like to be locked in.
But the point I'm making is when you're single, that's when the married people are the wildest. That was the point I was making. If I'm single and a married person is talking to me, that's when they say the crazy stuff because they don't feel like they got nothing to lose because they telling you.
I don't know where that's coming from. I think it comes from. I think it's
Oh,
just like
I
wanting
can
to
tell
see
you.
someone else go.
No,
and
I can
experience
tell you,
things
bro.
that
I
they
would
can
do-
no longer experience.
Oh, nah. Hey.
But when you
I'm-
say wild, are you saying wild in information or wild in action?
No, I'm pleading the fifth on that. Jay, what you got to say? Oh, Brittany, what you got? Doc, what you got to say?
Nothing.
Hey, so the next question is to the point. So let me clarify that point because they always act like it. So what I was saying is when I was young, and I don't want to get into semantics, but I consider single how you file your taxes. Like, so if you in a relationship but you're not married yet, but you're still single, right? When I was with my wife now, but she was my girlfriend, and I was talking to old heads that were married, because I was not married, they would say the wildest things they either used to do or what they're doing now. I'd be like, hold up, dog. Like, I ain't even on what you on. You get what I'm saying? But they don't care because it's like older guys. I don't know if it's like this for women. Like, I'm talking to a young dude. Like, he ain't going to impact what I'm saying. Yeah, bro, go ahead and da-da-da. Go out with one of them old heads, man. Be single and go out with one of them old heads and figure out everything you need to know. You think I'm playing?
I think our older generation, Gen X and Boomers,
They ain't get married the right way,
they
bro.
didn't look at marriage with the same values.
No.
that I'd say the millennials do.
Yeah.
I think our generation, plug millennials versus the world. I think the millennial generation takes parenting as well as commitment a lot more serious.
I got something to say about that, bro.
Because back in the day,
I
your
think our
grandfather died,
my
you see
fault.
somebody look like your siblings, and like whole second families to include my lineage. Like I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like that was like a common thing, having two families. Like you know what I'm saying? It was like, and it wasn't frowned upon. It was normal. It was normalized.
I think I'm gonna say something that's very unpopular. I feel like our parents' generation was better at parenting, but we're better at providing. Like it's certain stuff we let go that we done norm that's not great parenting, dog. Like they do things that like if you look at
But
it,
we're not up against the same things, bro. Like the information, the access that our kids have, like it's moving faster than we can even parent or get ahead of.
I'll say this, bro. I hear you. But if I meet a kid right now in the profession I'm in and their parents are older, I immediately see a difference in how they act. Immediately see a difference. Like, and we go in a meeting and their parents are, say you in high school and your parents in their 50s. I'm like, oh, I see why you got sense. You get what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is like, bro, and I'm being serious, and this may be a Keenan thing. Don't let me project this. There are certain things my grandfather and mom did not play about that, like, I'm not leaning on it because I feel like I should be. It's like the world make you feel like, no, don't do that. Like, that's mean. That's this. That's that. And I'm like, hell no. Like, I told my wife this week. She done left?
Yeah.
I'm waiting to get back in. I'm going to say what I'm saying.
The world
I gave
is
up
too
gentle
trendy.
parenting.
The world is too trendy right
week
now.
ago.
I think like it's too trendy. It's too trendy. Everybody has trauma. Everybody has generational curses. Everybody like seriously, they use these buzzwords and then along comes the gentle parenting and you can't say nothing to this person, that person, that person because people are actually offended by it and people can get in trouble. Honestly, if there used to be a time where like your dad or your mom looked at you a certain way and you knew to shut up. Now it's like you look at a child and they'll look at you back like say something. I dare you to because now I'm gonna call you.
Them teeth gonna be in that throat.
There's no respect. There's no respect.
I was just talking about this a couple of days ago. We were at the pool. And it was like some younger kids in the pool, and they was just cussing up a storm, right? Now, granted, we not like old, right? But we're clearly like 30 plus adults, right? And back in our day, if it would have been adults near us, we would not have been saying that.
Oh, yeah. Nah.
Or either we wouldn't have been saying it, or if we did, the adults would have been able to correct us, and we would have respected them as adults and been like, oh, I'm sorry, right? Now, you say that to some teenagers, or middle school, like whatever, they going to be like, you ain't my, it was no, you ain't my mom.
Oh, yeah.
Or you not my dad whenever we was growing up. It was a fear of like adults and authority. And they might know my mama. Like that type of thing. Now it's like, no, my mama will fight your mama. That's the mentality now. Like it's just so different.
And I think a part of that though is that the idea of like the village has been lost.
For sure.
Because for example, like growing up, now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, yeah, I knew that the person down the street knew my mom because they had a relationship. Like even in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? And now it's like we barely know our neighbors, or there is no sense of community because we have moved away from home, and now we're not growing up with the same people that we grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Like our kids are not the same, are not around like their cousins. Like I had so many play cousins, and I don't even know if that's a thing anymore for some people.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
I don't hear that anymore. You're
That's
right.
what I'm saying. So I think the concept of like, because everybody feels like a stranger now, especially, and I'll be honest, I think even COVID distanced us even further because it proved to us like, no, I don't need anybody else. I don't know y'all. I know the people that's in my house. So if it doesn't come from somebody in my house, so what you have to say, it has no, it has no anything. Because back in the day, it really was like, I knew Miss Pat down the street. If I said something, I knew she was going to tell my mom. And if my mom didn't hear it, then, then Mr. Will down the street, he was going to say something to my dad. And so it was that sense of, the community actually means something.
Or like
And that has
sneaking
been
people
lost.
in and out of the house.
Yup.
You knew if that
Hey,
one
Miss-
neighbor was home, you had to maneuver. You know what I'm saying? Because like they're
Mr.
gonna
Bill.
tell my mom, like they know my mom at work, right? Like whatever. That doesn't happen no more.
Let me tell you, man, Mr. Bill one
I
time,
ain't gonna lie, I was still
Mr.
sneaking.
Is that
man.
is it really Mr.
I
Bill?
put it on everything I love because I don't think Mr. Bill, he can't be with us no more now because he was over back then. So
I hope you see this, Mr. Bill.
Rest in peace, Mr. Bill.
let me tell you,
R.I.P. Mr. Bill.
one time I was doing some Jake business in high school, and my mom used to get off on her second job like 8:30. So, you know, Mr. Bill used to try to hit on my mom. He had a wife. He hit on my mom, bring a little pies and stuff like that. So it's hey Jay, how many to turn one of them old? Hey, but no. So like one day, no, it's not. So one day, I had, you know, I'm out there feeling like the man. You know, I done got. So Mr. Bill come out there knock on the door, and I answer it. He ain't have nothing in his hand. I'm like, like I'm, you know, my mom a single mom. I'm thinking like, you might like her, but you feeding us. Like I get what you're doing. She don't like you. You got a wife. So I'm like, what's up, Mr. Bill? Mr. Bill had this crazy voice. You know, I'm gonna tell your mama what I saw. And I'm like, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, so I'm thinking to myself, like, I challenge her.
Hey, one more time. What it sound like real quick?
Please, bro.
You know, I'm gonna tell your mama. I'm like,
Sounds just like him, but I don't know what he's supposed to sound like.
yeah. So I'm like,
That's Mr. Bill. Right
yeah,
there. That's Mr. Bill.
So and my let me tell you, my heart drops. And so now, at least I'm thinking to myself, oh, you can see, cause you old. I'm like, what? He's like, go get her. Cause like, I'm gonna tell you, because he was challenging me as a young man. Like he was sending me up the way to go get her. So when I went up there, I'm getting my lie. So I'm like, Mr. Bill, he said, you know, he gave me the rundown of what he doing, da-da-da. I got a cuss, forgive me. That ass whooping I received after Mr. Bill told all, like, I'm not going to say everything he said because I ain't trying to put myself out there, but he told her everything. But this was my problem. Where we were staying at, they had a little seep-through. And back to the Village Point, Mr. Bill, I guess when I got older, my mom told me, like, you know, I told Mr. Bill to be looking out for y'all when I wasn't there. But she had a conversation and didn't tell us. And I guess I just got too reckless with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't tell all the time, but this time I got to tell her. No pies, no nothing. The beating I got, I stopped for like 2 weeks, man. I stopped for like 2 weeks, man.
Wait,
I
2
can't-
weeks?
That's
Yeah.
it.
Because you know what I did? I'm going to tell you, I'm smart. I learned his schedule. No, I learned, nah. We needed to eat. It was rough back then. We needed to eat, Mr. Bill. Keep liking my mama, man. You said the pies, like, yeah. To me, that was the way you know what I'm saying, show love, mom, feeding us. I'm letting you like them, you know what I'm saying? But no, all jokes aside, to the Village Point, until we moved out of there, Mr. Bill would look over his little like ledge and look out. And if you park the car, Doc, you don't remember the dude with the what's the Toyota the convertible starts with an S? Solara.
Solara.
You remember right there beside my mom? I do. Yeah,
I
him.
do.
Every time you come out, if you park.
I hope Mr. Bill alive.
Hey, if you park, if he not RP Mr. Bill, he was a good dude. So.
But if you still living,
Hey, but let me tell you,
we need you to be
if
on the
you
show.
park, Jay, and that Solara was home, you back up immediately. Like, yeah, y'all, we can't get out right now because Mr. Bill got wrecked. I think he got my mama number and started calling her, but we ain't got to call. I'm like, Mom.
Shout out Mr. Bills.
It is. But go ahead, Lou. You had it.
So I have a question. So we talk about like dynamics, relationships, like, and this is a question rooted in sincerity, you know, for the group. How much of a priority should we put on maintaining relationships with friends? Like as you get older, right? Because I'm noticing like my space and my family's changing. My job is changing, but I understand like the value of social settings and things like this, like in fellowship. So what would you say is, you know, what priority would you put on that part of your life, and you know, how can you be successful with that?
For me, because friendship has been greater than my family. Friendship, when I meet good people, I do my best to show them how real I am and how much I feel towards them. I ain't got a lot of family around me. My friends are my family, right? I've said that to y'all a million times, right? When you got good people around you, you gotta show them that you appreciate them. Because family ain't always what it's supposed to be. Family is supposed to be, to me, when you say family, I think these are the people that's when they see you or they hear your name, they're like, oh, that's my people. I ain't feel that. But my friends, they showed me that they can be closer than family. And that to me that's the realest thing, when you've got people around you that show you that they are for you, you got to be for them.
Hey, let's applaud my bro. He got vulnerable, man. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Straight up, man.
Flip that.
My boy got vulnerable. No, but he was vulnerable. I'd love to hear from the ladies. I'd love to hear the perspective.
I have something to say. Go. I can charge your little jersey telling people to go. Why they gotta be little jerseys?
Hey, that's hating mentality. Why they gotta be little jerseys, man? Hate it, little jersey out there.
I'll say this. I do think it should be a top priority. And I say that because it's great for everybody's mental health if you do have some friends that are solid in your corner. As I navigate this space, friends are not the same. I was actually having this conversation with Asia on the way over here about some friends in my life that, are
So
dynamic.
you was talking about us before you got over here.
Not y'all.
Oh, okay.
Not y'all. Y'all are in a better space. In a better space. No, but people that were actually close to me at one point of time in my life. And since my family dynamics have changed, my career has changed. I'm down in Miami really solo dolo. All my friends have moved away. So friendships look very different for me. I actually have to travel to get to you. So I do prioritize check-ins. I do prioritize, hey, I might not be there physically, but how are you doing? I think I'm with you, B-Dot. Like, friends become family. And family is a top priority for me outside of God. God is number one, right? So after God is family. After family is friends. They kind of neck and neck. So I do value that, and I do think you should always prioritize it because it's good for your mental health. If you're stuck up under your family 24/7, like there's no other outlet. I feel there's no other outlet. You need a girls' night. You need a group night like this. My husband needs a guys' night where y'all just doing y'all guy thing.
No questions asked, hall passes.
I didn't say all that, but yes, okay. Keenan,
You get a hall pass,
He love
Keenan?
getting people.
Uh-huh. I think I heard some booze in the background.
Throw the tomato. Throw the tomato. God, tomato.
Let's give it up for Keenan, man.
He ain't getting no claps from me with that comment.
So I'll go. I'll be really quick. I think it looks different for every person. I'll jump in two different bags really quickly. I think as I've gotten older, we do got to be on the same thing. I don't really consider the married single thing, but I will. The longer I've known you, this gonna sound bad, but I'm being so honest. The longer I've known you, the more grace I would give you to get on what I'm on. So I'm not gonna disown you. We still gonna be cool, but like there's gonna be distance there until you get on what I'm on. And once you on that, the window is open. I think for me, for somebody that grew up, my mom, my older brother, my mama's transition, me and my brother, we cool, but it's the relationship has evolved into something that I shouldn't say evolved, has changed into something that is distant. So friends have become that from a different reason. It's not because family isn't anything. We don't talk about we in the age like, bruh, our transitionings are happening. Like our folks are getting older, our siblings, we can experience health things that we don't know about. People around us can experience health things. So I think with my friends, I value them so much. And it was funny. I'm not gonna put this out there, but I am. But like, I think what plays against me now is that sometimes I can be too mindful because I lean on my friends a lot because you gotta think about it. Like no funny. Like my younger brother is significantly younger to me, but as he has experiences that I've experienced, we get to talk more about them. So there is a window where like I'm gonna talk to him. That's my guy. But there's certain things that I'm experiencing at 35 that like it's not right for me to put on him yet because he hasn't experienced it yet. So I'm not gonna, hey bro, that's not cool. But when he's experienced it, I'm always gonna be there for us to connect and then build through that. And I'm saying that to say that leaves people my age to kind of fill in for that brother perspective. And he talks about how I am with people that I trust. You know what I'm saying? But I also, me and my older brother, who is the only person that has shared life experience, aren't in that same space anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I told my wife this the vulnerable word is real cool. I'm gonna say it, babe. You know I usually don't say stuff like this on camera. I think it's moments where I have disagreements that your parents are probably the least judgmental people. I can't call my dukes and be like, hey man, these motherfuckers right here, man, look, doc. And she'll be like, okay, Keenan, I hear you. She'll talk to me crazy, but it's gone then. I say if I call one of them and they sound like they been long, I'm gonna instantly internalize that. Like, damn, I ain't gonna hit bro with that. And they got kids, he got a wife, he got to be there. So I'm saying all that to say you have to be what I'm on, because I also think when you're on what I'm on, you understand having that, needing that space. Like, bro, I'm grinding. You know, we ain't entry level for the most part no more. You deal with.
No, that's right.
Yeah. and I'm being long-winded, but I want to be intentional with the message. Like, you just got to be on what I'm on, because I got to be able to say something to you and you don't get offended about no dumb shit that we not on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying something to you and it's like that. So I said that to say you got to be on what I'm on, and I think grief and transitions in family relate to how you see friends. That's what I meant to say.
I think for me,
Go ahead, say it, girl. Say it.
Fostering those relationships are so important. Like, anybody who knows me know that my friends mean so much to me, as well as my family. But I would say I consider all of my friends family. Like, they just hold. I do, but what I will say is it's the quality of friends. Like, my friends don't play about me and I don't play about them.
You
like,
might be the only person that got both though, princess.
And this is the thing.
Not in a bad way. I mean it for real.
I receive that as
quantity she has a
quantity
lot of
and quality as well as my relationship with my family. And sometimes I have to realize that everybody does not have that.
Everyone doesn't have what? The family?
Yes, like the family. Like, my family is super, super close, right? And so as you experience, like, even my friends, when I look at their relationships with their families, like, they're not as close. And like, same with like what you just said, B-Dot, like, our friend group is what they consider like their close family. But we just take it super serious. And one thing that I prioritize is showing up for people. I always say that I never underestimate the way that my family shows up for me as well as my friends. Like, for example, like, I just went on a birthday trip to St. Lucia. It really like.
Say it again.
I just went on a birthday trip to St. Lucia, right?
First class?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, let's give it up for Princess.
Y'all are wild for that. But like, the point is that like, I had 12 of my closest friends that spent all that money to go all the way to St. Lucia just to celebrate me turning 32.
Yeah, for sure.
And like, when we've had podcast parties, like, I've had one of my best friends fly all the way from Atlanta to DC just to come to the podcast party. Like, when we commit to showing up for each other, like, it means something, no matter the distance. So that's just something that we value and I prioritize in my life.
For sure. That's dope. That's dope.
Oh, yeah, I didn't go yet. I think for me, I have had, to Keenan's point, just around like grief and loss and how I think that changes a lot of stuff. I think for me within my family, we used to be really, really close. Really, 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 really close. Like, I had somebody ask me recently, like, did you and your family ever like eat like family dinner together? And I'm like, every night. Like, that was like every night at the table, like clockwork. And so things like when my grandmother passed away and realizing that like, oh, she was really the glue to our whole family. So we stopped having family reunions.
Yeah, for sure.
We realized that this family member didn't actually like this family member, and our family legit like fell apart, right?
Man,
and then even like divorce within my family, right? And so like with my parents, so that became like okay, wait a minute. And that was also happening at the same time that I was getting into like what I wanted to do as my career. So then I was moving away to go to grad school, right, at the same time. And so for me, I realized that my idea of like family and community and all those things, it really was shattered because of family. And so for me, I actually had to relearn how to be a better friend. Because for me, it was I could legit not talk to my friends for a long time.
So you had to lean more into the friends because the family, you started off with a strong family dynamic and then had to then lean in.
Yeah,
friends.
but I realized that it made me disconnect. Like I was able to disconnect from my friends though, and I was cool with it.
Because your family was
Because
so
my
close.
family, right. So my idea of like, okay, cool, but we should still be all right, right? And so there are people that like they even had to tell me like, Asia, like you're there 1 second and then we don't hear from you, and you're there for a little bit and then you're not, and I was leaning really into myself, right? And I think it's because my foundation of relationships was shattered a little bit, right? So over the years, and I think honestly, even within the past, to be honest, year, I think I've become a better friend. I think I've leaned into being more intentional about not going to go so often, right?
Hey man,
Of,
give
like,
it up for
doing-
Asia, man. Come on, let's go, man.
Y'all don't clap when he said.
Right. But I do think things like this is so helpful though, right? Like it's intentional. So for me, it actually helps me to be able to say like, okay, cool, we don't do this as often. Well, now we do. But it's like, but when we do it, that's why like for me, I will always show up. It means that much to me because I'm like, I need to show up. Because if I don't, y'all just won't hear from me. And I will be okay.
Yeah.
Right? But it's like, but because we have grown so close, for me, like, this is such an important dynamic for me. And it's teaching me how to be a better person, a better friend. Because I do consider, like, even when Britt and I talk, like, now I talk to Britt more than I talk to, I think, anybody. For real. And we could just talk about nothing. It's like, girl, I forgot what I called you for. Girl, me too. And we'll be on the phone just forever, right? And, like, that's something that, or even with my other friends, we're now more intentional about, okay, at least once a week, we'll check in with each other.
That's what's up.
Even if it's just, sometimes we don't even have time to FaceTime, so we'll send a voice note, or we'll do like just a video of just like, all right, update me, and we get back when we can. But I think I'm seeing a lot more people, because we're moving, further apart. Folks are getting married, some people are not. Some people are having kids, some people are not. And so I think we all have to give an effort to continue to show up for one another.
For sure. For sure. Go ahead.
Got it, bro.
It's all right, bro. Keep your mic off. Hey, so the next question. Nah.
Can't stand this dude. Honestly, for me,
Go ahead, say who you agree with.
I don't agree with Keenan at all. Anything he said. But no, honestly, for me, I had to learn how to grieve and like grieve the loss with my family members while they still living. Like, they not even dead. It's just we had bad, interactions, and it was just kind of rough. So you just kind of like, I lean more into my friends because that became my family. But I had to learn how to be vulnerable, like in certain situations, because it's like, some of the guys in our group, they kind of like, pioneered the way and made the my bad, I'm getting choked up low key.
No, it's all good, bro. No, real talk. No, real talk. No funny.
But no, it's like they were in better situations than me. So it's like, you had to be vulnerable, like, and like call them and be like, hey, bro, like, how did you get here? You know what I'm saying? But like, but not feel weak as a man. Like, damn, why am I not here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what did you do different? So it's just like that
Into the
family.
mic, though. Into the mic.
That friend became family for me real quick, bro. And it's like I lean into it heavy now. Like, I love y'all, bro.
Love you
Love you too, bro.
Love you too, bro, for sure.
Hey,
Give it up, Jay, man. Hey, that's the first like voice, like. Hey, but to that point though, bro.
Start sounding like Mr. Bill. Out
No,
there.
but you know,
Hey, Mr. Bill
Hey,
ain't happy with y'all.
don't
Dead or alive.
hey, don't
He
give me
ain't
no
happy
more
at all.
liquor
Mr.
tonight.
Bill
Bill
like
t-shirts
this
coming
tonight.
next.
yeah, I'm telling you. Hey, man, and I wonder like, think about what your puberty stage sound like for your voice to get like that. Like, if you know where we're going, I'm like, what did you sound like before that? Hey, that was my guy. Hey, I joke with people I care about. Okay, yeah, for real, for sure.
Hey, that's a real question. The reason I asked, man, because I asked the question, but I never really gave a. I was kind of like you, Asia. Like, I could just pick you up and drop you off. You know what I mean? And just kind of lean on. And my wife and I, we were talking today. Like, she and I and our children, like, we are really close. Like, we are really tight. Like, it's us. And I do understand the value of social interaction. And I remember looking at a study of people who live longer. and have long lives is because people who prioritize socializing and they have something to look forward to and they have a community with them. And for me, it's kind of awkward because I had some elements of strong family and some that weren't, but because things are taken away so frequently, I just adapt, to wherever situation I'm in. And I kind of focus on, other things, and I really dismiss the value of being of people being a priority. You know what I'm saying? Of other people being a priority. And it's hard for me to trust people. Like super hard for me to trust
Super duper, super.
Like, for me, yes, for real, man, because it's hard for me to believe if my own family, if I can't trust my own family, people that are my blood, right? How can I trust someone that has nothing to gain or lose from me being around? How can I trust you to be who you say you're going to be when you have nothing to gain from being connected to me? You really like me that much?
But why do
Like
you see that they
to
don't
my-
have? But why do you see that they have nothing to gain from you? Like, why do you see people? You know my rule. Can I say my rule to you when I say like
Of course,
what you don't
brother.
care
Of
about?
course, brother.
Can I say Lewis don't care about people that don't have his last name or don't live in his house? That was my rule for him for a long time. So if you a black stock, he care about you, and if you live in your house, he super care about you. Hey, everybody, get up there.
Yeah.
A very nice house.
Yeah. but no, we've had that conversation though. Like
No,
I will
for
always tell bro, like, hey, bro, like, and he used to get mad at me because I'm like, hey, bro, I know you don't care about nobody. They don't got the last name Blackstock where they don't live with you. He be like, hey, man, don't say that. I'm like, oh, my bad. I thought that was true. Have we not had?
No, for sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the point I'm making is, I think back to Jay's point, if I call you my friend or my bro, you ain't gonna just sit back. I'm gonna ask questions, dog. Like, hey man, bro, I ain't heard from you, dog. What's going on? And I'm not gonna sit back and let you say, oh no, nothing. Hey man, when you sent me this text, 11:30 at night, and I ain't text back. That ain't no nothing thing. We don't need to. My phone going do not disturb at 9:30. If you call me after 9:30 and I miss it, I might be up, but my phone is not on. I know y'all probably don't know that, but that's a boundary that I set in my life. My joint going at 9:30. I don't see none of that. But if a friend calls me, now I might not call them back that night. You know what I'm saying? They know, send a text if something really going on. But I'm gonna call, hey bro, you call me after my I'm not gonna let you just sit there and be like, oh no, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? And I think as guys, I don't know how it is for women, we gotta lean into people that are further ahead than us in certain arenas because it's gonna circle back. You get what I'm saying? Back to his social point. I'm a social butterfly, dog. Like, I think the best thing that I've experienced in life, I have friends, and I think me and you relate on this a lot. Like, in every aspect of my life, I got high school friends I'm still cool with. I got college friends I'm still cool with. I got professional friends I'm still cool with.
I got elementary.
You get what I'm saying? But it's different levels to how you still stay cool with them. So one of my friends may circle back like, hey, bro, how you still talk to bro? I'm like, oh, no, man, we just linked up. You know what I'm saying? I said all that to say, to his point, I think that it's important that we identify as guys what we're not good at for real and be okay letting somebody around you mold you in that way. It's uncomfortable. You don't know, man, you don't want nobody telling you what to do, but in reality, we're not good at everything. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be money, whether it be social, whether it be emotional, you got to be able to say like.
And in reality, too, not to cut you off.
You did cut me off though.
Like, it worked. Like, they're good at it. It worked. So you should be like willing to listen to them.
I'm never going to, like, I can look at what somebody did and say if I need to do it or not. I don't got to go through it myself. Yeah, that's it, though. I don't even know.
And that was a great, hey, I appreciate y'all. That was a great question. I just really wanted to get that perspective.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, so the last question tonight is for Jay. I just wanted that reaction, bro. Hey, look, nah, man. Appreciate everybody tapping in, man. We at the second stop of the Millennials vs. World Tour. I got my bro Louis B, Miss Princess, B-Dot.
And we are out.
Hey, for real, though, but y'all really got to take hold of this moment. We don't know if we'll see Jay on the rest of the tour stops. So.
Hey, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Who cut me off, though? Who cut me off? Can you say the name?
Asia says she wants her
And
respect,
Asia's
so give
here,
it to her.
and Jay
Asia.
and Brittany.
No, we ain't got to say Jay. Asia's here, Miss Brittany. You know what I'm saying? What's happening, though? And really, I need everybody, whatever minute this is, screenshot this camera, screenshot this side of the room, because Jay is here, and you never know the next time he'll be in person. Like
That's
the last
true.
time he was in person, it was still COVID, 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, that's good. That's good. It's truthful.
no. For real, Jay. Outro, Jay. Go ahead. You got us. We want to hear your voice, man. Go ahead.
No, literally.
This is the last time. Hey, man, we out, man. MVW, man. We out, man.